My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is January 27, 2025. It is 2:41 a.m. I'm in the middle of editing a video that I did yesterday. I did 4 videos yesterday. I was finding a lot of tweets to share with you. Each time I think I'm done, and then I keep on finding. So I create several videos for you yesterday. But today, this video, I think it's a bit light-hearted, not too heavy topics, and I think I have some tweets that has to do with the lawsuit that Heavy just won. So let's get started. 4,111 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue $122.33, and I'm hearing some derangers are saying that the Sussex squad are getting paid by Meghan. I want to know where to send my I don't know, my tab to get paid. I need to know, okay, because I'm not making any money over here. Okay, analytics, okay, 432 views in the last 48 hours. And for those who are new, I have 3 channels that focus on Harry and Meghan. Our part of Pure Service, that's where I tend to talk about their work, like Invictus that's coming. That's where all of those content should be, but because YouTube refused to monetize it, at one point it was monetized, demonetized, monetized again, then demonetized, and now they don't even want to monetize it. So I'll put some stuff there to sort of keep it to document about the Invictus, and depend on the other channels that I have, which is this one, PYTE, and Abu Team Sussex. Whichever is monetized, that's where I'll be putting some of the content. Since this one, PYTE, is monetized, most likely this is where it will be, because this channel I tend to focus on topics that are more lighthearted, not too heavy with lawsuit and things like that. Okay, so this is the background. Let's go on Twitter. Okay, first tweet. Friendly reminder that when Meghan Markle, no longer a working or taxpayer-funded royal, told people to vote, it was deemed way over the line, too political. But the freaking heir to the throne can trade high-level staffers with the conservative government and cricket. Okay, that was when I first find out that he was hiring people from politics. I was shocked in a way where, not really shocked. I was more like, oh my God, why is he making this big mistake? Because in my mind, I'm thinking, in terms of the US politics, 3 branches of government, they, separate but equal kind of thing. And for me, the way that I transfer the system of the US to the UK, even though, just the way that I process the thing, okay? It may sound stupid to some people, but that's the way that I was processing it. In the UK, I consider the royal family as one branch, the government, elected officials, as another branch, and then the courts as another branch. And then when you get the papers, another thing, it could be another branch within itself, because it seems like they are controlling almost everyone that's in power, position of power. So when William hired him, and I was like, why would he do that? Now the politicians will know how the royal family run its stuff, because now they're gonna try to blackmail or do things to manipulate them. But it seems like it's been happening way before that. But for me, because I wasn't really following any of this stuff, before Meghan married into the royal family. Even when Meghan married into the royal family, I wasn't really following any of this stuff. But it's through the headlines that were so negative, and I started educating myself, looking more into why certain things, asking myself some question, and then looking for the answer. And then I got a deep dive into what they're all about. Okay, so they probably were doing that way before, but for me, it was when I first came across that he was hiring a politician to work for him, and I was like, that's a big mistake. And I guess that big mistake started a long time ago when they start hiring a politician to work in the palace. Okay, so let's continue with this tweet. I give you Simon Case, former private secretary to Prince William. And it seems like Simon Case is, we may not like him, but it seems like he knows the law and how to manipulate the law. And this is why I think William hired him to get rid of his brother. And then the thing with William as well, there's so many branches. Actually, this should have been on APTS team Sussex, because I tend to talk more about this type of things. It seems like Simon Case knows the law very well. Now, whoever was putting nonsense into William's head, thinking that Harry was a threat to him, when in fact Harry was the eyes behind his back that he needed to secure his position to the throne, but other people, I guess, saw what was happening because Harry was too smart. They could manipulate him the same way they manipulate the brother. So they probably put some nonsense in William's head to get rid of Harry. And then the double whammy for the palace as well is that Harry brought in another smart person, which is Meghan. So there's no way, they don't want to have that. Harry, a smart person, and then now bring a wife that is also smart. That's a big no-no. So whatever nonsense they put in William's head to get rid of Harry, and then William brought in Simon Case, a very smart person who knows the law, to maneuver around the system to write off Harry. Meanwhile, the palace, the tabloid was doing the bidding for them, telling the people one story, because they were starting calling Harry a traitor, okay? And then that he walked away from the royal family. Meanwhile, in the palace, they were plotting, putting things in writing to get rid of Harry. Now, the thing they didn't expect Harry to do is to question every move that they were doing. And then which lead for Harry to go to the courts and ask a judge to review what Simon Case did. I'll put the Syndrium part of Harry's book, Spare, what happened in there. Okay?
Began to address Granny about the 5 options. Your Majesty, you've seen the 5 options? Yes, she said. We all had. They'd been emailed to us. 5 different ways of proceeding. Option 1 was continuance of the status quo. Meg and I don't leave. Everyone tries to go back to normal. Option 5 was full severance. No royal role, no working for Granny, and total loss of security. Option 3 was somewhere in between, a compromise, closest to what we'd originally proposed. I told everyone assembled that, above all, I was desperate to keep security. That was what worried me most. My family's physical safety. I wanted to prevent a repeat of history, another untimely death like the one that had rocked this family to its core 23 years earlier, and from which we were still trying to recover. I'd consulted with several palace veterans, people who knew the inner workings of the monarchy and its history, and they all said option 3 was best for all parties. Meg and I living elsewhere part of the year, continuing our work, retaining security, returning to Britain for charities, ceremonies, events. Sensible solution, these palace veterans said, and eminently doable. But the family, of course, pushed me to take option 1. Barring that, they would only accept option 5. We discussed the 5 options for nearly an hour. At last, the bee got up and went round the table, handing out a draft of a statement the palace would soon be releasing, announcing implementation of option 5. Wait, I'm confused. You've already drafted a statement? Before any discussion? Announcing option 5? In other words, the fix was in this whole time? This summit was just for show? No answer.
They already wrote him off. Meanwhile, they're saying to the public they want Harry to stay. Harry's a traitor. He's leaving. He's that. Yes, I understand they wanted Meghan out, but at the same time, they're putting things in writing to get rid of Harry. Okay, they really wanted Harry to go because Harry was too smart. They want full control of the two dumbest up there. Okay, Charles and William, Dumb and Dumber. They wanted that so they could control. Okay, so whatever nonsense they put in William's head to get someone to write Harry off, and then they probably suggest Simon Case will do the job for him. And then he did. So when Harry took that to court, he was not suing them. He wanted the judge to review, to give a final decision on what was happening. Or perhaps Harry probably knew that wasn't going to work, but at least let the people know what was going on, because he did not go to the tabloid to leak stuff out. He went to the court. So it's true that the people, the public was aware that they write him out. And then on the tabloid was saying a different story. Was saying it was Harry who turned his back. He's a traitor. He's this, he's that. Meanwhile, in the palace, they were writing him out. Literally put it on paper. Okay? So they got Simon Case to do the job for him. And whoever put nonsense on William's head, he's going to be there by himself. I don't know if the kids will be somewhat as smart as Harry, okay, to somewhat get out. I don't know, because you have Dumb and Dumber, Charles and William, and then you have Dumber and Dumbest, which is, the wife of William. I don't know if they're still together, but whatever. Okay, I took too long with this. Okay, Simon Case, if Trump succeeds in reinventing government, expect his plans to be the global blueprint. Guess what? They've been at it for a very long time. This is what I'm telling you guys. Oh my God, this should be on APTS Sussex. This was their plan. Okay, the Tories, the GOP in the US, and whoever their counterpart, similar type of mentality in other European countries. Okay, I don't follow the other ones. Let's say France. France has it too. Okay, I don't know. Denmark probably has one too. Okay, they all the same. They want one global government, and then they want to be the one who control of everything. Okay, they know what's going on, because I remember one of the presenters said something. Oh, don't worry. Once Trump gets in office, they're gonna kick somebody out. Okay, they knew the plan already. And I said something. Oh my God, I think this video, I'm gonna remove it, put it on APTS Sussex. It's too political. I didn't expect that to be, this is the discussion that I was gonna talk about once this came in. Okay, so they knew the plan. All right, liars and cheat like Simon Case seem to like Trump, birds over feathers. I mean, these people, their tunnel vision have always been that. They've been on the path that they've been at. Okay, it's us, the little people, anyone who's not white, okay, who's confused. But them, they know the plan. They have a plan. Now, they cannot just go and do it to scare people off all of a sudden. They have a step-by-step way of doing their things. Okay, and I warn and my community board that, which channel? I think APTS Sussex, is that, what is it? Haiti might be next. The blueprint of what they did to the Middle East, Palestine. It could be the same thing for Haiti. And the other thing with the US, I mean, Trump is disarming. Okay, let me read what I wrote over here. Okay, definitely. This is going to be on RP Team Sussex. I didn't expect this to be there. Let me pause and go look for the tweet that I wrote. It's a thread. So yesterday, Sunday, F01 found out was trending. And when I click on it and I saw what was going on, and I decided to do one. Okay, it's been in my mind. Some of my members might have an idea about this because this is very technical that's going on here. I don't put it out for everybody. Some of my members might know, and occasionally I will talk about this in other videos randomly, okay, about Olympus falling. Now, this is what I wrote. As F01 found out is trending, I just hope people who are in position of power is paying attention to our military equipment and everything else. America is under attack. This is a soft disarmament that is happening. MAGAs are too stupid to understand the danger we're in. They will destroy US, okay, not us, US, like United States, and move. Okay, I continue here, and move to a fortified place USA helped build with Iron Dome. Once he disarmed the country, destroy the economy, drain our coffers, that's money the country has, who's going to fight for the country? Military people better pay attention to our equipment. Once he disarmed the country, our adversaries will just walk through. Danger. And I put that. Okay, while he's throwing all these executive orders, that's I considered as Bond throwing to the dogs, okay, for dogs, lawyers to chase, he's doing the major damages. He'll be keeping lawyers occupied with executive orders left and right. In the meantime, our military equipment is what we need to focus on. Warning. That's what racism brings. Okay, he blind the people with racism, bring all the racists out to vote against their best interests. Meanwhile, he wants to destroy everything. This guy doesn't care about anything. They have a new land that they're gonna fortify themselves. The GOP and the Democrats as well. Okay, they help fortify Israel. This is where they're gonna go. Okay, they fortify Israel with all those military equipment, military equipment and all of that. So they already have what they want. They're just gonna grab it from the United States and then take it over there to fortify themselves. And then they're gonna leave America to defend for themselves. Alright, so Olympus has fallen. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. Self-inflicted wound that we are doing. And then those racists, those MAGAs, because of racism, they vote against their best interests. They don't look at the substance. Trump don't even care about them. They won't even hire them. Because they literally said that. They're too stupid to be hired. And I don't blame him for that as well, because they refuse to see reality. He disrespect them, they still chasing him. He lied to them. It's unbelievable. It is so freaking unbelievable. All right, and then later on, when I turned on my computer earlier, see, 2 hours ago, you see the difference between the time that I posted this 8 hours ago and then 2 hours ago when I started. When I turn on my computer, start editing, and then I came across this on YouTube, and then there's me adding to what I wrote earlier. I said 5 hours later, I discovered this, which is Malcolm Nance from a pro, which is a professional, because I think he had been in the military. He's done some, high level military stuff. Me, I have zero. Okay, so that sort of back up what I see. Okay, 5 hours later, I discovered this. That's the video from a pro on this, what I'm pointing above, all of my thread matter, what I've stated above earlier. We are in a very dire situation right now. This is a way of disarm a very powerful country, and it's being done from within. I've been saying this a very long time. America is being disarmed very softly. And then we have Americans who's doing that. And then you have dumb people who voted for that. Okay? So, let's go back to this. Okay, this is gonna be a video by itself. I didn't think this was gonna be like that. I started thinking it's a very light thing and it's gonna be on PYTE. So I'm moving it to APTS Sussex. Alright, so back to this here. Liars and cheats like Simon Case seems like Trump, birds of a feather. Like I said, those white people, the Tories, the MAGAs, well, forget MAGAs, they're too dumb. I don't think they understand any of this. But the GOP, let's say, the GOP in the US, okay, who's in position, who keeps on funding Israel. If you're going to fund Ukraine, you must fund Israel. Even Israel doesn't need any more funding. We need to keep that in mind. When Biden was in office, they trap him. Okay, you have all these what is it? Not Ukraine, Russia doing its thing, and then they want to support Ukraine. The Democrat wants to support Ukraine, but the GOP said if you're gonna support Ukraine, you must support Israel. Okay, give them more arms to destroy the people. Oh my God, there's so much that's going on, people. There is so much that's going on. I'm trying to avoid it because it's heartbreaking. The lives that have been lost senselessly. Just if this is happening right in front of our eyes like this, I just can't imagine what Native American went through. These people are savages. They are freaking savages. They're continuing the same tactic but in a different form. It is sad. And then the people refuse to see it as long they throw the racism in. They refuse to see what is happening. Unbelievable. Okay, call him by his true name, The Fly. Simon Case is a non-MF factor. I mean, he's doing his damages different ways as well. He's in position where he could help those people make proper decision. Don't underestimate him. All right, so let me see what the next tweet is about, because this I plan on keeping it by itself because I did not think, okay, I have Invictus. Let me see. All right, so this is a video by itself. I'm gonna stop. God, please help us. Okay. All right, so this is where I'll be shifting this video to. Okay, APTS Sussex. All right, 4,516 subscribers, new subscribers, welcome. Estimate revenue, $106.22. Analytics, 4,027 views in the last 48 hours. Okay, so that's it with this video. I started thinking I'm going to put it on PYTE, but it got a little bit too political, so I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so stay tuned for video 2. And for video 2, we're going to start with this. All right, I'm sorry I shift so become so serious all of a sudden. I forgot I had that. I didn't know this is what I was gonna say about it. Okay, we're gonna talk about this. Maybe I could put that. Okay, you boy, have any of those crazy derangers claim it was Wank that started Invictus and donated their secret payoff from Murdoch to it yet? All right, so there's all of that. Maybe I could add this here and move start something fresh. Okay, they can lie till the cow come home, but the 2020 audit report of the Royal Foundation doesn't. There's that here. He highlighted, including within unrestricted grant income in 2020, or amount from a certain fund. Okay, funder of which is very small. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm reading like a kindergartner. Okay, included within unrestricted grant income in 2020 amount from a certain founder in which £750,000 has been designated for the Earthshot prize and £340,000 has been designated for the early years program. Okay, I remember the squad were talking about that. Okay, so she highlight this or put an X next to it. Okay, this discontinued operation in 2020 relates to the Duke of Sussex Endeavour Fund program, which was transferred to Invictus Game Foundation on 1 June 2020, and to the Coach Core program, which was transferred to a new independent charity, Coach Core Foundation on 1 April 2020. This is I would like to look deeper into that because I know there were some money issue transferring once Harry was leaving. Okay, I mean they didn't think anything through when they were kicking Harry out, but Harry was like, because the Endeavor Fund was created specifically, okay, from what my understanding, you guys could correct me. Endeavor Fund was created under the Royal Foundation, and which is something Harry created, the Endeavor Fund, to specifically for the veterans, okay, military veterans and things like that. So when he created Invictus, he wanted money to start it, and the money for the Invictus was gonna, Harry wanted to take it from the Endeavor Fund, and William was pissed about that. He was like, oh, there's not enough money, there's not this, and Harry was like, wait a second, I create an Endeavor Fund specifically for the vet, and then the Invictus games is for the vet, so it fits perfectly, you know, to take that money from there to start the Invictus. And then for me, my, you know, my crazy mind, and I always thought of Invictus is like a investment, okay, it's like an investment that they were doing with the money of for the Endeavor Fund. And then look at this, Invictus have become very you know, a very well known, is doing very well, and guess what, the money would have been returned right back to the Endeavor Fund and then be on its own without, you know, getting funds from the Endeavor Fund for anything, because now Invictus is standing on its own 2 feet. It just needed the money to get started, okay? But I don't know, the simple mind of William, I don't think he gets it. But when Harry was leaving, well, not when William pushed Harry out, okay, when William pushed Harry out, Simon Case, write the paper, he went to court, Harry went to court for the review, we find out William kicked Harry out. So as Harry was leaving, the things he had set up, he was taking it with him, okay? That was all of his ideas. He's taking it with him, and he left the World Foundation. Even the World Foundation, I think Harry was the one who created.
Strategy. But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity? So, you know, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity?
What was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
The Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember.
But you know, he just leave it there for him, for the brother, and then take what, you know, true dearly to him that he created, he took it with him. And then as he was leaving, guess what? The money were gonna go to their respective location. He was not gonna leave it for William to fool around with. Okay? So anybody who knows more about those funds, please put in the comment section and explain it further or correct me if I'm wrong. Okay? So that's that, and I just add that to it. Okay? Let me read some of the comment and that'll be it. I have this saved somewhere, but I'll grab this again now. They long claim that, yes, they'll start it up again soon. The old lies are best lies if you are a deranger. Yeah, they keep on bringing the same thing over again. Look at this with the Vanity Fair. The thing that, the bully thing that happened in the UK, they bring it up again in the Vanity Fair. And then there was one tweet I responded to, and I was telling the Sussex squad, I'm glad they did that. Okay? We know it's false, but I'm glad they did that. Why? Because now Harry sees their true colors. Because Harry had literally invited them in. They will have access to things that he's doing, which is what the royal vats in the UK are craving for. there's Harry, black all the derangers, the royal vats in the UK. Once he come to the US, he invited, okay, those three papers, Vanity Fair, People, Town and Country. Now, Vanity Fair decided to show its true self, bringing some BS back from the UK over here about bullying. I don't know. Okay, that was the first time they did that. I hope Harry saw it, and that'll be the end for them. Now, if People try it, that'll be its end as well. If Town and Country does the same BS, it will be the end for them as well. So let them talk. We already know they lie. Harry have proved them in court. They are liars. So each time they bring their lies up front, we just need to say thank you. They're showing themselves. Because snakes like these, we do not want them around Harry and Meghan. So I want them to keep on showing themselves. People should not be upset and be angry. None of that. We already know Harry have proved them. They are full-blown liars. So each time they write their nonsense, and I'm glad Harry will say, okay, you done. I'm done with you now. You don't need to come to my events, because Harry and Meghan are the one who's producing things that they want to write about, but they invite them in. They want to go savage again, so leave it alone. Guess what? They'll get second-hand information from Harry and Meghan's website. Okay, Archewell Archewell Foundation website, or Sussex.com website, or eventually Meghan's social media page, IG. Alright, so let them keep showing themselves. We should not be upset about it, but we need to point them out though, because there are people who are not aware of this stuff. Like me, when I first started, if you guys did not show things that Meghan was doing, I would not know. So it's okay to repeat yourself, because there will always be new faces that pop up who probably will be asking the same question that I asked myself at the beginning. So we need to keep on showing the receipt. All right, let's see here. Apparently, single-handedly got 2 people put in prison and shut down. Okay, not William. There's the laugh here. Who's that? William and Kate have never claimed to have donated anything to it, so where the derangers plucked this from is beyond me. Even if they did or didn't, which they didn't, this was 10 years ago. What relevance will it have now anyway? Dealing with royalists. There's that here. Okay, this is a good post to keep as well. Derangers really won't like this one. All right, let's see here. Nope, even William and Kate are not pretending to have anything to do with Invictus. Stop making a fool of yourself with this dumb narrative. They know how to switch things up, okay? The nonsense that I'm seeing that the derangers are saying with Harry's win, it's unbelievable. Even, what's his name? James O'Brien was saying in one of the podcast that I just edited, he can't wait to see how they're gonna spend that Harry's win. Okay, so if you guys want to read this, you go. Okay, Prince Harry is passionate about the welfare of those serving or who have served in the armed forces. He also founded We Are Invictus Games. Okay, so there's all of that. Okay. Yep, there's a lot. Oh my god. Okay, I thought that was more. Okay, yep, the Rangers are asking if Harry, will donate his settlement to charity like William. The public weren't aware William had settled with NGN until it was revealed in the Harry's court case. The Willie donated it to charity story came from Angela Levine. Oh, the squad, they know everything. I don't know. The Willie donated to charity story came from Angela Levine and Kenzie Schofield. Alright, so there's all of that. Prince William settled for hacking claim against Newsgroup newspapers for a very large sum, High Court told. That was back in 2023. The claims are part of Prince Harry's case against Newsgroup newspapers, the publisher of The Sun and now defunct News of the World, are alleged unlawful information gathering at its titles. Okay, wait. He settled exactly like William, that he belittled the judge and belittled the judge. He's going to donate his money like William. Where did William donate it? Okay, Prince William received a large sum of money in 2020 settlement with the British newspaper arm of Rupert Murdoch's media empire for phone hacking, said court documents submitted by his brother Harry in phone hacking trial. Defending the Prince of Wales, warrior author Angela Levine said apparently 100% 100% of the Williams phone hacking settlement went to a charity. And I think the squad have said he donated to his own charity as well. Okay, royal expert Kenzie Schofield, however, uncovered a reason to believe that William had paid that settlement to Harry's Invictus game. Oh my God. Despite the Duke of Sussex effort to demonize his brother. Where did Harry ever demonize him? Okay, there's that. Kenzie said that William had donated the money to the Invictus game. Why will he donate it to Harry's charity and not one of his? It relates to the BS story that William and Kate donate to IG from the Royal Foundation. They did not. Harry set up it. There's the thing here that I was saying. Okay. I didn't think this was going to be that long. Harry set up Endeavor Fund to help veterans. Exactly. This is what I thought. Okay? Alright, after this, that's it. We are delighted to announce the Endeavor Fund has been transferred across from the Royal Foundation and into the work of the Invictus Games Foundation. The Endeavor Fund will continue to support ambitions of wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans but will now expand its activities across the international Invictus community. The Endeavor Fund was established by the Duke of Sussex. Exactly. This is exactly what I thought. By the Duke of Sussex in 2012 when he was patron of the Royal Foundation. Since the time of its inception, the Endeavour Fund has granted over £3 million across over 100 Endeavour activities that have supported over 6,000 wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans to engage with sport or an adventurous challenge after sustaining injury or falling ill during their time in the military. This includes being responsible for establishing and funding the original Invictus game in 2014. Exactly, that's what I thought. And this transfer now presents an exciting opportunity for both organizations to further their support for international members of the wounded injured service community. Dominic Reed, CEO of the Invictus Game Foundation, said the Endeavour Fund has been doing incredible things for many years, and we believe that together both organizations will have a positive and sustained impact on the recovery and rehabilitation journeys of many from around the world who have experienced injured or illness during service. So I'm assuming the Endeavour Fund focused for the military in the UK. Now that Invictus is pretty much global, and it's now standing on its 2 feet. I don't know in terms of financial if they repay back the Endeavour Fund whatever they had used to start it, because now Invictus Games is standing on its own. I don't know how much it's worth now, because there's a lot of big companies that sponsored it and all of that. So I'm assuming the Endeavour Fund focused for the military in the UK, and then Invictus help globally. And then I think like Germany and probably Netherlands as well are creating a model or copying from the Invictus game for their military people, because they saw the positive impact of the Invictus games. And then you have Nigeria is doing its own thing for its servicemen and women and things like that. All right, I am done. I did not expect this to be going this direction. I'm done with this. Okay, so I'm gonna start another video. Please take a moment. Okay, I already ended before, but that's it. Thank you for watching.